No mai, haere mai. Welcome to 3 News. 700 Marines and another 2,000 National Guard troops are on their way to Los Angeles as the showdown between America's Republican president and California's Democratic governor ramps up. Trump's anti-immigration agenda is playing out in the blue state with alarming consequences as protests against the systematic rounding up and detention of dozens of people has led to violent clashes. Governor Gavin Newsom says Trump's decision to bring in the National Guard against his wishes is illegal and unconstitutional, and the state is suing Trump. Trump says Newsom should be arrested, although he can't say for what crime, and has called the protesters insurrectionists. Shortly, we'll hear from Kiwi journalist David Farrier, who was tear-gassed while covering the protests. But first, here is the very latest. Against a backdrop of constant sirens, Los Angeles burns. Alight with fear and anger against the federal government's immigration crackdown. And the tear gas, stun grenades and rubber bullets deployed to disperse those bold enough to take to the streets in protest.
Y'all told us to come here for opportunity. We came, and then now it's like, oh, you have to leave. But when I was the working class, y'all loved me.
American forces, usually sent to help during natural disasters, now being blamed for inciting riots.
Donald Trump has created the conditions you see on your TV tonight. He's exacerbated the conditions. He's, lit the proverbial match. He's putting fuel on this fire ever since he announced he was taking over the National Guard. An illegal act, an immoral act, an unconstitutional act.
Speaking at the White House, President Trump continued to stoke tensions, saying Governor Newsom should be arrested along with those protesting.
I like Gavin Newsom. He's a nice guy, but he's grossly incompetent. Everybody knows it.
Masked protesters set fire to cars, hurled rocks and blocked a major highway. 2,000 National Guard troops guarding federal buildings, another 2,000 on their way. And today, a further escalation, the Pentagon deploying 700 US Marines. Fuel to the fire, or the balm Sin City needs.
People that are causing the problem are professional agitators, they're insurrectionists, they're bad people, they should be in jail.
The protests began on Saturday New Zealand time after immigration agents began sweeping raids across LA, bundling handcuffed people into unmarked vehicles. The next step, likely deportation.
It makes me feel like our city is actually a test case for what happens when the federal government moves in and takes the authority away from the state or away from local government.
LA's mayor says the raids have created terror in what she describes as a city of immigrants. Census data shows nearly 50% of the population is either Hispanic or Latino.
When the president came in, he talked about arresting violent criminals. He talked about drug dens. He didn't talk about Home Depot.
Nothing!
Jasmine's aunt and uncle were shopping for flower pots when they were detained.
They raided that place. They were there. Took them. What can I do now? Fight for them. Fight for them. That's all I can do. Our human rights matter. We're not dogs. We're not animals. We're just like them. And look what they're doing. We're here. We're here. Chest out, chin up until sunrise.
The so-called sanctuary city unable to offer protection as the protests and the military crackdown ordered by the president rolls on for a 4th day.